So a very good afternoon or good evening or good morning to all the viewers who are watching my video. At present, I am from the team of Mission Iceland with Integrity. So in this video, we will be analyzing certain points, certain topics, which usually makes us to understand regarding how actually the freebies is all about and what actually and how actually the issues are been creating with the topics or with the word freebies. Okay. सो उससे पहले मैं आपको ये भी बता देना चाहता हूँ कि अगर आप चैनल में नए हो तो फिर एक बार सब्सक्राइब कर देना, शेयर कर देना, उसके बाद लाइक भी कर देना। बिकॉज जो भी आप शेयर लाइक करोगे उससे ही मेरे को कुछ खास इनकम हो सकता है। सो दैट्स व्हाट आई यूजुअली वांट टू से यू ऑल। तो पहली बात यह है कि कंटेंट है क्या, ठीक है। पहली बात कंटेंट के ऊपर यूजुअली बेस होता है एक वीडियो। दूसरी बात एक्सप्लेनेशन के ऊपर बेस होता है एंड तीसरी बात नाउ में क्या होता है, रूरल और यू कैन से द रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल। ठीक है, रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल जब हम देंगे एक कंसेप्ट को ये लेकर तो उससे यूजुअली इम्पैक्ट होता है हमारा आंसर राइटिंग स्किल। ओके, सो दीज थिंग्स विल बी डिस्कसिंग इन डिटेल विथ यू ऑल एंड आई होप यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग रिगार्डिंग व्हाट एक्चुअली द concept is and why the concept is being illustrated in the editorial analysis. Okay, so those all things will be discussing in details in this chapter or in this editorial analysis. Okay, तो मैं ये भी बता देना चाहता हूँ कि हर एक के पास डिफरेंट मेंटरशिप होता है, हर एक के पास डिफरेंट वे ऑफ डिलीवरिंग होता है। ठीक है, तो कौन कौन यूजुअली पढ़ाई में भी मिस ला देते हैं, वक्त बदल दिया, स्वाद बदल दिया। कौन कौन यूजुअली एक रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स भी दे देते हैं। ठीक है, तो उन सभी को लेकर हम इस कंसेप्ट को पढ़ेंगे। ठीक है, उन सभी को लेकर मतलब every real life concept. ठीक है, real life concept will be dealing with real life concept. Then after we'll be having certain example regarding how actually the freebies scheme is all about and what are the different implementation which has been done by the government, and also what the protocols which usually we need to follow whenever we are implementing or whenever we are going to see these kind of freebies issues. Okay, so those all concept we will be dealing and we will be discussing in detail with you all. So if you are new to this channel, even I am saying please subscribe the channel, like the channel, share the channel and give something we can say that growth. Okay, the only mean of creating a video for every creator is to be this one, because unless and until a channel is been growth, or which we can say that under growth, unless and until it definitely grows into a very good content script video, then only they will be understanding regarding how actually the impactful videos has been created by a content creator. Okay, so this is the clip which I usually want to make a sense of understanding, and I hope it will definitely clear regarding what actually here we are going to discuss. So one is most welfare scheme contributes to improving human development outcomes. So what the scheme is all about, and human development, yes, HD, human development is all about how actually a person is been developed by how actually the person is developed by different government schemes. Okay, so how different government schemes impacting a person's life through HD. Okay, so that human development. So these things will be having a discussion. Okay, so then after concern over babies is the Indian politics and recently been expressed by those with the highest office in the country. Speaking to the inaugural ceremony, even in the Bundelkhand region on July 16, PM Modi is also have given a speech regarding how actually the freebies scheme is about, and referring to opposition party is also offered. Usually freebies offered by opposition party, giving gold chain and or can say that maybe just behind we can say that unfulfilled promise, we can even say that unfulfilled promise, the promise which you usually give in the form of politics to gain politics, to make someone's attraction. Okay, so as like as someone usually if I hope you understood who L. Okay, freebies scheme usually present everywhere for this 1 2 3 4 5 letter word. So freebies scheme is just implemented from these only because they usually get attracted with like gifts such as rings, earrings, we can say that gold chains, party wears. Okay, so those all things are usually comes under these 4 5 letter words. I hope you usually understand. So in the similar fashion, in the similar way, usually electoral, or we can say that election person, or the person who is going to be elected by the people. Okay, so he usually gives freebies schemes like this we will do, that we will do, ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे, देखने के बाद होल बड़ा होल करके चले जाएंगे. ठीक है. So because that's what here it has been mentioned regarding the still confusion. So even CV Ramana, or we can say the Chief Justice, has also issued a grant regarding this freebie scheme, and also he has been hearing on this. So still is a confusion is just like how actually, however, there is a often confusion that what constitute freebies is all about, and how actually contributing gold chain, or we can say that television is not in free scheme, but also distribution of a public distribution system, or you can say that MRNRGA, or Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee, is also comes under freebies. Okay, so food distribution, so food grain distribution, as we know that backbone of India is all about agriculture. So this food grain system usually comes under agriculture. I usually discuss means there is a very pointific discussion on agriculture, right? So pointific discussion in the sense agriculture plays a very crucial role in everyone's life. So even it is also known as backbone. Why it is backbone? Because max all of the country's economy is developed by this 4 letter word. Even the supply chain, or you can say that export import duties also comes under this food grain export only, because the largest production usually occurs in India. We can say that the largest production of wheat, we can say that grains, okay, usually comes under this. So usually agriculture plays a very crucial role, we can say that. So food distribution is also a very crucial. Then after PDA coverage and GA in perspective. Okay, so these 3 points we will be discussing. 4 points, according to the 4 points we will be discussing these. Okay, this food grain distribution. So food grain distribution usually what it says about. So as I've said, the backbone is agriculture. Okay, agriculture के बाद agriculture ही होना चाहिए, agriculture से ही usually सब कुछ होता है. Unless and until if we do not have this agriculture in our क्या बोलते हैं in our rural areas, so then definitely there will be impact in the economy also. So that's the reason why the Pradhan Mantri and the members of Bharatiya Janata Party have repeatedly campaigned about the government implementing the world largest food security program. ठीक है, food security program usually implement किया गया है. ठीक है, in the form of प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण योजना, गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना to around 50 crore ration holders. Okay, as we know that how actually this scheme, we can say that प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना के अंतर्गत यूजुअली कौन कौन सा यूजुअली राइस यूजुअली देते हैं, या फिर डिफरेंट ग्रेनरी प्रोडक्ट्स यूजुअली देते हैं हर एक कार्ड होल्डर्स को, वो कैसे यूजुअली हर एक के पास आ सकता है, और उसके अंतर्गत यूजुअली इम्पैक्टफुल गवर्नमेंट्स जो है, इम्पैक्टफुल सिटीजन्स जो है, कैसे उनका लाभ पा सकते हैं एट मैक्स. ओके, हाउ दे एक्चुअली गेट द advancement of this scheme, get the advantage of implementing the scheme, usually comes under to those people who usually lives in rural areas. So the foremost point is that at a very जैसे कि हम मानते हैं, if an ice is been given from one person to another person, let me give an example. So person 1 is holding a ice, he used to transfer to person 5. Okay, person 4. So whenever ice is been transferred from one person to another person, ठीक है, एक बर्फ का गोला अगर एक से दूसरे तक जाता है, बीच में क्या होता है, थोड़ा थोड़ा टपक जाता है या फिर पिघल जाता है. इट यूजुअली मेल्ट्स फ्रॉम वन पर्सन टू अनदर पर्सन. एट द 4 person, if the shape or size or weight of an ice is 2 kgs, when it comes to the third person or fourth person, it usually becomes 1 kg. So I hope you understood. Please refer to this in the form of rice. So I hope you understood what actually I want to say. So बीच में usually क्या होता है, वो सारा CROPT, corrupt. Okay, usually that's the reason why actually here it in my viewpoint I usually want to say you all. Okay, so then after PDA coverage, this is all about comes under the Pradhan Mantri Rural Employment Guarantee Act. So where the food security also comes under the the rural distribution of how actually the provision of rural employment is governed, and how actually different schemes to the person to the peoples who are usually living in rural areas, based upon the educate based upon in the form of education, based upon the form of healthcare, or you can say that in different schemes like self women self and we can say that self-help groups. Okay, self-help groups, so those are usually schemes and comes under MGNREGA. Okay, so those social development usually comes under. Okay, so those all things are being illustrated as well as displayed in the concept of PDS coverage. Okay, so, or you can say that public distribution system, which usually comes under the MRNREGA. Okay, so this is all about today's video analysis. I hope this is short and it is very much clear as I know, but if I made a very any mistake, अगर एक mistake हो गया तो फिर माफ कर देना, ठीक है? So if you are new, as I am usually saying, so please subscribe the channel, like the channel and share the channel. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot.